The National Flood Insurance Program, which covers over 5 million people across 50 states, is set to expire in 2017. But the government-backed insurance program could face a complete overhaul, largely due to an amassed $24.6 billion debt. Recent superstorms, hurricanes, and severe flooding have contributed to the tab. The NFIP dealt out more than $16 billion in claims after Hurricane Katrina in 2005, an estimated $8.4 billion in claims during Superstorm Sandy in 2012, and over $2 billion in claims following the 2016 floods in Louisiana. Before the 1960s, the government relied heavily on disaster assistance to aid flood victims. And despite billions of dollars in federal investments for flood control projects, the cost to assist victims continued to rise.
Receding floodwaters bear their muck, slime, and debris.
It became clear private insurance firms could not profitably provide coverage at an affordable price because the catastrophic nature of flooding made it impossible to create a rate structure that would properly reflect individual risks to property. In response, the NFIP was created in 1968 to offer more affordable flood insurance to property owners, which covers building property and personal contents, including the insured building, its foundation, and most personal belongings. The NFIP will not cover the loss of valuable papers or certificates, belongings outside of the insured building, or the cost of temporary housing after a disaster. Even though flood insurance isn't federally required, homes and buildings in high-risk areas along coasts and waterways are generally required to obtain flood insurance by their mortgage lenders. In the face of potential reforms, lawmakers in flood-prone states are at odds with those in other regions who are weary of financially supporting residents in riskier areas.
NFIP is a critical component of our nation's response to the threat of flooding.
Flood-prone states like Florida, Texas, and Louisiana make up more than half of all flood insurance policies in the U.S., and convincing millions of homeowners to pay higher rates for flood insurance might prove difficult.